not be
Turn
like
off the
turn off the
Justin
corrupted
Timberlake.
copyrighted music. Oh hey, I'm recording. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to another episode of NFL 101. This is I've lost track. I'll figure it out here in a minute. But hey, I have cat on my head. Where there he goes.
You're welcome. Anything I can do to help.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Actually, he's not my hero. But anyway, so welcome to the newest episode of NFL 101. Today we're going to be talking about, since most teams this week are starting training camp, we're going to be talking about training camp. Well, really the off season. I don't know what Nathan's doing.
I'm throwing things away.
He's throwing things away. But we're going to be talking about training camp and some of the other off-season mandatory stuff. So the first of events, at least for workouts, in the off season would be rookie minicamp. Now, that's this is where this occurs right after the draft. Usually like a I don't know if it's the week after. It's like the Monday after the draft, or it's like you know they report that over that next week, and that's where they go. I don't remember. I don't exactly remember, but this is where all the rookies that were drafted during the NFL draft. This is where they. This is what they do. This is where they go. This is their first exposure to team workouts. Um, this is where the offensive players get their playbooks. Well, really, all the players get their playbooks because there's defensive plays too. Um, but this is where all the players get the rookies get their playbooks. Some vets come in, help them acclimate to the culture and acclimate to the stuff. Um, the next one is something called OTAs. I forget. I think it's like off-season training. I forget what the A is, but it's like off-season. It's like an off-season training camp, but not expressly training camp yet. So this is where some vets, and this is just another way to, it's basically off-season training programs where vets and rookies can, get to know each other, more workouts, and all that junk. The next one is mandatory minicamp. This one is like a 2 or 3 day thing, usually, and again, it's another season. It's another off-season time of workouts. This is where more vets come in, basically, and they again helping the rookies acclimate and getting them used to working out in the system. Now, keep in mind that most athletes nowadays do have personal trainers. So they do have people who are specifically helping them train and keep themselves in shape and keep them in their physical prime. I for the for the season for football, and this is and these all these off-season training programs are basically helping rookies get acclimated to the league, teaching them rules. This is also a chance for vets to get some light workouts in, make sure they're still up to par, and maybe the coaches will give them a pointer or two, just like, hey, go work with your trainer, lose a few pounds, gain a few pounds, lose some muscle in this area, gain some muscle in that area. So that's basically what all these other offensive programs are. Um, Training camp is where all this intensifies. It's usually, I think it's like uh, training camp usually starts. I think, yeah, it's a week before the preseason games are played. I think the Hall of Fame game is played on the 31st, so that's like next Monday, I think, if I remember right. But training camp is usually 1 or 2 weeks of the intensive workouts where you the rookies are building chemistry with the vets. The vets are resituating their chemistry. Maybe a certain player that was here last year isn't here now, so they need to adjust to the player that has replaced them, and that leads into preseason, um, which means which is these preseason games do not have anything, do not mean anything in the standings. There are no rewards in the standings. There is no, hey, you won all of your preseason games. Your game week 1 automatically starts. You start with a touchdown lead. That there's nothing that happens. That this is just uh, before the regular season starts. This is just teams making sure. This is basically just like a cut thing, because the NFL teams start preseason or training camp with 90 man rosters, and they need to trim it down to 53 by the time the regular season starts. So these games are just basically tests. So for rookies that come into have come into the league, this is a test to see, hey, are you a viable player on this team, or are we going to let you go and see if you can go fit with another team? Now, we don't know how training camp will shake out. We don't know how preseason will shake out. That's it. I know this is a bit of a shorter video, but I think I've explained that some of these videos might be a bit shorter. So if you wanna learn more about the NFL, check the playlist. And if you like videos like this, like, comment, subscribe. We are now. Let me see. Let me check here. One moment. We are now 24 subscribers away. So we went from 20, I think it was 27 subscribers away, now down to 24. We've gained 3 new subscribers. So 3 new subscribers. By the way, hey, but if you know someone who doesn't know much about the NFL and would like to learn, show them to these videos. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all later. Bye.